Welcome back to another Lucy Circle tutorial. Today we are continuing off of the movements actions that we're going to be talking about, and we're going to be talking specifically about claims. Now, if you want to understand at a high level overview what all of these movements mean, please watch the previous video where we do a quick start into each one of them. This video and each of the following ones is going to go one by one into each of these movements and really describe in detail how they work. Now I'm going to do a quick introduction for anyone new that's here and is specifically looking at claims only. Remember that when we're talking about daycares, we're talking about one of two buckets. If you're a daycare and you happen to have your daycare already on the platform because it was pre-created by us, what you would want to do is you want to claim the ownership of that profile and we would transfer it over to you. If your daycare does not happen to be already within the Lucy platform, you would fall into the second bucket, where you would be creating your profile from scratch. Both of these actions happen at the portal level. You see that if I click the Lucy logo right here, when I'm in the portal app, I have one or multiple organizations. Most people are only going to have one organization and all their individual daycares are going to be inside it. Since this is a demo and setup account, you can see that I have multiple organizations. For those people that qualify under that second bucket where your daycare was not already listed, all you would have to do is go within your organization and set it up based on the previous tutorials. But since this tutorial is specifically for claims, I will assume that you're in the first bucket, where you saw your daycare already on the platform and we want to claim it. So the way we arrive at movements is we click on the top right hand side where it says account, and we see a drop down and it says movements. I'm going to click movements, and then I'm going to go into claims, and you see that currently we have no active claims. So I'm going to click search organizations, and anytime I'm in this search organizations page, it is exactly the same thing as if you were on the public Lucy page and you were searching for an individual daycare, either based on location or based on its name. So, for example, if I search for the word Montessori, you can see that all these daycares match the word Montessori. As the example for this demo, we're going to be using this Daisy Academy one. So let's go back to where we're in the claim, and let's suppose that that's our daycare, and that's the profile that we want to claim. I'm going to search Daisy, and you see that we have two organizations right here. We have Daisy Academy and Little Daisy. This one happens to be the profile that I own, so I want to claim this organization and all the daycares attached to it. I want to click claim. And the cool thing is that if you filled out your settings during the onboarding, your name, email, and phone number is ready to go. So when you submit this for an admin, you have to fill out the form, and all you have to do is click Create Claim. As soon as we click Create Claim, we get into a claim-specific page. On the left card, you can see that we have quick actions to submit or delete the claim. And what we want to do is we want to submit the claim. But you see that right now we're missing some kind of identification. Now it's important to note that Lucy needs a verification system in order to guarantee that when we hand over a specific daycare or organization, it's not accidentally done to someone who's impersonating you. So in order to combat that, what we do is we ask for a single supporting document that can verify that this is your daycare and organization. For full transparency, all these documents are reviewed only by a specific set of admins that handle the verification process, and they're deleted shortly after. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to click upload to submit a supporting document, and then from my own computer I already have a PDF, and this PDF explains that this is my daycare. I'm going to drag and drop that PDF, I'm going to click upload, and now this proof of ownership document has been attached to this claim. This timeline explains the set of steps that will happen from the start of when you create your claim to the very end. You can see right now we're in the draft mode. We haven't submitted it yet. As soon as we have the supporting documents, the next step would be to submit it. And then once it's submitted, all we're doing is waiting for an admin to pick it up. They're going to set it under review. And then once they approve the review and process it, then the ownership will be transferred and then the claim will be complete. During the ownership transfer, what will happen is that this organization, the daycares, and everything related will transfer from the admin side of things into our account. And we'll see how that works in a second. But before we do that, something that's useful to do as well is in the applicant section, we also have the ability to add any additional information that might be useful for admins to be able to get a response and decision as soon as possible. For example, this is something we might write. Our daycare was recently added to Lucy's Circle by a parent in our community, and we'd like to officially claim the organization profile so we can ensure the information shown to families is accurate and up to date. I'm going to click Done, Save, and now we've attached that extra note for the admin. We can click Ready to Submit and confirm it. And as soon as you click Submit, you can also cancel the request to undo that. But if you cancel the request, you're going to have to start from scratch. So make sure you put all the right information before you submit it. As soon as it's submitted, you see that we're waiting for the admin to review it. We'll come back to this in a second. A bit later on, we might be browsing through the Lucy app, and you can see that we have a new notification. If I click the notification, you see I have a notification that says your claim is now being reviewed. So I can click here to open the movement and go back to the claim, and you see right here that our claim is under review. You see right now also that the support chat is now open and that I'm connected, and it says there's 2 people connected. So it looks like the admin is here in addition to me being here. I can say something like this. Hey there, happy to help verify this. Let me know if you need anything else. Now the admin can respond. And we have a message from a Lucy admin that says, hey there, thanks for the quick response and offering to help with the verification. Everything looks good on our end, and we've gone ahead and approved the claim and transferred ownership access to your account. If you need anything further down the road, please make sure to reach out. Welcome to Lucy Circle. You see now that the review is approved, and we can scroll down, and we see that the review was approved 2 minutes ago. And then once it's approved, all we're waiting is for the admin to physically transfer the object from one place to another. So we could do a refresh to see if there's any more changes. And you see that now it says completed. We go back here down to the timeline, and it says that all the steps have been completed, including the ownership transfer. So what we can do now is go back to the Lucy icon to the home page. I go to the organizations page, and you see that Daisy Academy Montessori has now been transferred to our account. I can click directly on it, and you see that we have the organization, we have the daycare, and we have the program that has been transferred to us, including all the drive items that were already set up for this profile. And now I can continue and edit it on my own. I can customize it and do whatever I want with it. If I go back to the movements, go back to claims, you can see that now this claim is inactive because it's been completed. We hope that if you're a daycare or organization that's looking to get started, you submit a claim, and we would be very happy to welcome you to the Lucy family. Thanks for watching.